Welcome back everyone. Lecture masa khanin guided media kan soi to a tun huna chuan unguided le unbounded transmission media chungchang kan soi don nia. Unguided media chu enge ni kan ti chuan a medium that transport electromagnetic waves without using a physical conductor. Ati physical conductor ma cable kan man te angkha mang to lovin conductor physical conductor cable ang chi wire kan tiang chi te mang to lovin unguided media ma chuan electromagnetic waves kan transport don ani. This type of communication is often referred to as wireless communication. Wireless communication ti ani boka signals are normally broadcast through free space. Boroka ti khan signal hi kan broadcast stop atlang puin boroka signal broadcast stop ani, and thus are available to anyone who has a device capable of receiving them. Chu wang chu boroka hetia signal ha kan thon chhuat top broadcast stop ani wang hianin low receive data na chuanin low receive me kha ul sam me antenna na radio te kan ngai thatrina signal radio ina heta radio station antanga signal on broadcast ka radio receiver kan lo nei chuan kan lo tune na a frequency kan lo tune na chumi frequency chu ni ante frequency kan lo tune khan kan lo dong mai thina ni chuan ta hian entai la hi a frequency in kilohertz lo ni ta se 3 kilohertz atanga 300 gigahertz radio wave le microwave ti ani tlang puya chuan 300 gigahertz to 400 terahertz how hi infrared how chu lo ni ta infrared kan ti ho ka abak zong 400 to 900 terahertz how hi light wave ho kha lo ni ta ni chuan kan soi thin ang khanin la reng mo frequency sound po le distance travel kha thui theya a distance travel kha enge khami signals ina the capability of that signals to travel a longer distance kha a frequency sound po le a thani. Unguided signals can travel in three ways. Pakat na chuan ground propagation tinia below 2 megahertz. A frequency hi 2 megahertz noi lam pangania. Hei hian chuanin ti hianin leya ti hina propagate theya. Chuan pakat le chu sky propagation tinia. Sky propagation chu heda hei ionosphere hei khovel ania hei hi tuam tu atmosphere ania chung sanga ionosphere hi oma chu chon low reflect let theyani kan signal ho hi. Chuan kami kan man chon sky propagation tinia 2 megahertz to 30 megahertz ania. Chuan line of sight propagation hetia han reflect quality ngai lowa direct to patia signal in pass the ang chi line of sight ei chu direct ani antenna na ain zone ngai ain ko zone ngai ani receiver le sender hi heting hi line of sight propagation tinia. Line of sight propagation ti chu 30 megahertz chung lam pangania achak bi gani. So one hand non le lokila ground propagation to radio waves travel through the lowest portion of the atmosphere. Radio waves kan man ho hini hugging the earth. Hemi low frequency signals emanate in all directions from the transmitting antenna and follow the curvature of the planet. Radio waves kan man hi ground propagation ania radio kan ti bi ka hian hemi signal hi low frequency nia ground propagation na chuan hemi radio waves reng hi broadcast ang zong in omani amun khata tangin ti hian adar ta radio station ina etia signal mun tin kil tina etia apeswak ang hi ani. Chuan sky propagation om velea sky propagation na chuan frequency hitle mina sang dewa radio waves ain chuan ionosphere hianin ionosphere khan china kan muta kang khan ti hian han thon chuak ta alo reflect le tani enga tinge ionosphere kan ti kher ionosphere hi ion hemi atmosphere khovel tuam tu da zinga hian ion omna nia chu molecules apohen iron capability omti na nia physics lam pangan zir che nga lu thuk loila chumi chuanin kan atmosphere ro apian kan khami signal saka reflect black low reflect let thayani This type of transmission allows for greater distance with lower output power. Output niam deuh pon la tak a thon thei ani chuan line of sight hi kan lo nei le ta hei hi high frequency ta na very high frequency ta na man ani a from antenna to antenna kan enta kan khan hei heti lai antenna antenna boka ti hen frequency sang takin direct to direct in contact char hei chu achak don ti hi hria sa renga isolation port awang ole lu chole taila chuan wireless transmission kha chi thumin group thumin kan thren sang theya radio waves 3 kilohertz to 1 gigahertz theng khan hi an frequency range ani a niam bera frequency range a chuan microwave hi 1 gigahertz to 300 gigahertz ani a asang le dowa chuan infrared waves kan ti hi 300 gigahertz to 400 terahertz ani a sang ta a kan thre thim dan do chu hi microwave te po kan neya tro ina kan phang thina sahem min na na te engeng ma sim na kan manga I a hlom thei ve do ni ha chan chu frequency sang lu tuk khan vibration a siam kha sang lu tuk khan ti rol eng arsa te pot ti min thei khan chuanin a chak thavio don ti khan ngai ta phot mela radio wave te hi chu a chak lova chuan infrared wave pe hi chu a sang mai ni chuan frequency band hogin en le taila hei hi hriat ve shim ata na tha very low frequency kan ti hi 3 to 30 kilohertz ani a hei 3 to 30 hriat thiam ol deuh in omani low frequency kan ti ho 30 to 300 kilohertz ani a medium frequency ho hi 300 to 3000 kilohertz ani a high frequency hi 3 to 30 megahertz 3 megahertz to 30 megahertz nani omje chu hei 3000 kilohertz 3 megahertz ani 3000 kilohertz 3 megahertz angreng chuan 30 megahertz very high frequency hi 30 megahertz to 300 megahertz ani a ultra high frequency hi 300 megahertz to 3000 megahertz ani le a super high frequency om le a chu 3 gigahertz hei 3000 megahertz le che 3 gigahertz ani le chi ta 3 gigahertz to 30 gigahertz ani a extremely high frequency om le a 30 gigahertz to 300 gigahertz chuan terahertz om le topa 300 gigahertz to 3000 gigahertz ho terahertz lo ni le ta ni hi ITU radio regulation na tanga la ka ni chuan radio waves sahan kan lut chawang ama saber kha radio waves electromagnetic waves ranging in frequency between 3 kilohertz to 1 gigahertz are normally called radio waves en le lok taila 3 gigahertz to 1 gigahertz hetilai borvel hi sorry hetilai chan vevel thleng hi ultra high frequency vel chan vevel thleng hi ni 1 gigahertz thleng tro 1 gigahertz thleng ani a hetilai claim 1000 megahertz thleng hianin hi radio waves ani okay so one radio waves are omnidirectional kan ti hinangi omjeng ani chon unidirectional chu ko bi kalna bi kalkong bi kan yang omnidirectional ni chon pakhata kan broadcast chon antenna dila lungkan vomta a wave fa siam kha lungvom khan tuya zu thlen che khan wave fa zuk siam kha I direction khata kal ngai lawa a propagate ve kani direction tina khan khatiang che khan omnidirectional ani a when an antenna transmit radio waves they are propagated in all directions this means that the sending and receiving antennas do not have to be aligned om je chu mun tina om khan chon a thon tu antenna le a lo receive tu antenna kha a in ko zone kherangai than lovani a chan chu a thon tu khan kil tina a thon vaccine so sending antenna send waves that can be received by any receiving antenna radio waves particularly with those of low and medium frequency can penetrate walls frequency hiam ho hian low and medium frequency ho hian it can penetrate walls achan chu frequency niam khanin enge medium a kaltlang entin wall medium te lo ni le ta khanin kaltlang theina kha alo nei vele thung ani a that nei mem chu chon radio te po in chunga kan da pon he da hlataka radio signal rong kala kha in chung train thadai kan lo man theini hei hi omnidirectional antenna for radio waves chu ni a kan hret ang deuh khan hei lai tang hian broadcast ati hian kiltina a broadcast ani chuan microwave sa lu chho taila microwave ve thung chu electromagnetic waves having frequency between 1 and 300 gigahertz are called microwaves en le lok taila mami ka he ti lai tang hian 1 and 300 gigahertz hui microwave lo ni don tina ni he lai thleng lekinia ni radio waves su tiro ultra high frequency tanga extremely high frequency ho hi microwave su lo ni ta a microwaves are unidirectional ani vethung chon unidirectional ti vethung chon mun khata tang khan ko big nei nakal ngat don tina ni ko big nei don ani when an antenna transmit microwave they are narrowly focused dro a focus ka narrow ni a big a ko big khan na takin nakal don this means that the sending and receiving antennas need to be aligned omje chu antenna athon tu le lo receive tu kha a in zone ngai ni microwave propagation is line of sight microwave hi headline tirber kan en kha propagation khan chuan a in line of sight in om turani en le lokila kan en le lok nge hei hi microwave ani microwave okay line of sight in in zone ngai ni omje chu in zone phot chun hlat tak pokal theitina ni la me kilometer sang sing chuang kha a thleng thei ni microwave chuan very high frequency microwave cannot penetrate walls mase makvele de chu frequency sang takhin walls kan ti he kan bang hi penetrate lo vele tlat meya achan chu kan bang hian in insulator rang deu khan electric current kala insulator rang deu lom ve alo dang chat ve tlat me ni chon microwave band is relatively wide almost 299 gigahertz a bandwidth po he sang me ni tro achan chu 299 gigahertz tin san chu 1 gigahertz atanga 300 gigahertz in ya so the bandwidth chu minus 300 minus 1 chu 299 gigahertz khani me don ni ro a frequency range ha soina ni a band na khan chuan unidirectional antenna for microwaves chuan pahni oma pakhat chu parabolic dish ania pakhati horn ania hi parabolic dish chu ni meya kan thriat hei chu kan thra fo me dish antenna kan ti fo me hi hei dish tv te po oma dikha tiang deuh khan dish antenna chon direct takin hemi dish ana ron lu chat chatangai hemi dish si ron kal pelta se a mu thel ve theita ni han soi bel legela chuan he tiang hi dish antenna oma chuan horn antenna boka horn antenna hi milema hina fi vak lo do he tiang hi horn antenna chu ni meya dish aya hina bl ai hian tin square do again or rectangle do again horn ang do hin a omani he tiang hi antenna hin low receive theini elaya receive ho hi dish antenna hi atang hian soi fi lokela hetia signal rong kala hi ta hina in reflect le tanga helai dis apoi curvature hi uluk dewa hitilai focus point a hin alu vek theina turin ti hina in reflect le turani ta ni signal hoka a in reflect le tanga then phei chu a reflect le vek thei don lo a loss don dikha thet sa turani ma se engam mazat kha a reflect lu don ni chon hi a receiver dik tak chu lo ni ta hit trang hi signals kha a in pass lu don ani chuan next infrared waves en le taila infrared waves chu frequency from 300 gigahertz to 400 terahertz alone ta sang remote main infrared waves to can be used for short range communication short range satan kan mangtlang puya infrared waves having high frequencies cannot penetrate walls high frequency reng hian walls penetrate thelo pakha to low frequency in walls penetrate theya high frequency zone in walls penetrate hello so one disadvantages characteristic prevents interference between one system and another a short range communication system in on room cannot be affected by another system in the next room infrared hi ina hin kan man tam me ni a infrared waves se antenna na kan TV channel thak na na te kan manga chon kan TV channel thak na kha thenom te TV channel thak na kha ba mang dai la or antenna na in nai te in ti hian TV pani om se or ani lo pon thenom in lo trom ti meang room sang deuh si ti bang pakhatina dai dana te hian thenom te TV kha ba thak sak thin don te la ang iom don la tu kan ni ma se chu wang chon infrared wave si a frequency sanga short range frequency ta na man ani tlang puya in a man tura hian chon a hlom lo to khan an siam ve tin ani me a frequency te khan manga ma se a power kha mang tel si lovin so when we use infrared remote control we do not interfere with the use of remote by our neighbors kan neighbors te minti boilo ani ro kha kan soi tum ber chu ni ta chu ti rual chuan infrared waves cannot be used outside the building because the sun rays contain infrared waves that can interfere with the communication. Pona hianin infrared waves si aman theilova. Achan chu pona hanti hian ni chualai chuan kan ni ina infrared waves saron nei ve khan a interfere thin ani. Khati zong kha an soi thein me ro se